everybody, my name is Python and welcome back to some more Minecraft Survival from Python's World. Oh man, have I been a busy little bee since the last episode. As you saw in the little intro montage thingy, we have ourselves a lot, and I mean a lot, going on. Item frames filled with various bits and bobs representing what is inside of each of the chests. These signs represent what are eventually going to be going in the chests. For example, we've got mycelium here. I've got an item frame ready, but obviously since we haven't found a mushroom island yet, we don't have any mycelium. So yeah, definitely plenty of signs to be replaced with item frames eventually, but for the most part, we've got ourselves item frames containing what is inside of each of the chests. Some of them have labels on them, so we have a little bit better of an idea as to what is in each container. And here we are with the almighty. We've got coal, lapis, redstone, emeralds, copper, iron, diamonds, gold, and of course, eventually, once we grab our first loads of ancient debris, we can have a netherite chest as well. So yeah, I'm very happy to say that everything in my world is now organized properly. I no longer have chests with various random bits and bobs strewn all across the world anymore. Everything is organized. I've even gone ahead and dyed and renamed my workstations bundle. So, yeah, all is looking well, folks. And as you can see, my episode 1 house has been nicely decluttered. So, let's have a snooze while we figure out what we're going to be doing for today's episode. Today, I think what we're going to do is we're pretty much just going to sort of roam around our settlement here and try to tie up some loose ends. For example, the entrance here going into the storage cove requires a little bit of decoration. So, perhaps we could do that today. The surprising thing is, we're only, 14 episodes into the series, and I already feel like there's multiple loose ends to be tied up. It's actually kind of nuts. So yeah, we've got the entrance to the storage cove. We've actually got the staircase over here to decorate. This is going to be a very, very big loose end to try and tie up those. And then we've got just some like generic decorating to do around here. For example, around the episode 1 house here to make it feel like it's supposed to be here, you know, like it actually belongs to the settlement. It seems a little bit sort of segregated from the rest of it as a result of it not being decorated. So yeah, we're gonna do something about that. So do you know what? We're actually gonna start off with that. We're gonna start off nice and easy. We're gonna decorate the surroundings of the episode 1 house. And while we do so, it gives me an opportunity to say a massive thank you for all of your lovely support throughout this series, and especially your patience as of late. I truly appreciate it a ton, my friends. Last episode reaching over 1,100 likes, which is just beautiful to see, my friends. Thank you so much for that. Oh dear. 3 bone meal. That is all we have, is it? Oh boy. Right. Yeah, that double skeleton farm. Okay, I'm going to say it here now today. Next episode, episode 15, is double skeleton farm day. All right? I'm saying it now so I actually have to do it and stick to my word. Oh dear. All right, so let's begin on just a little bit of plopping down of trees. We'll put one there. Can we get one to grow? Oh, wow. It's a large one as well. Huh. That's actually kind of cool. I like that. Frustratingly, 2 out of 3 of the tying of the loose ends projects I mentioned earlier kind of require bones and bone meal. So, we might have to do this the old-fashioned way. Just have a bit of a mob rampage and try and grab ourselves some bones that way, huh? I guess one of the things I can do is I can flatten out the entrance area here. So we're then ready to decorate this area. So, why don't we do this in the form of a time-lapse? I mean, it'll probably only be a mini time-lapse considering the small amount of area we have here, but I figured it'll be a nice way to show you folks the progress as we go along. So let's grab our camera account on and let's get this mini time-lapse underway. Alright, 1 mini time-lapse later, and here we are with a nicely flattened area. And now we have the task of trying to make the underside of the staircase look less bad, because right now, Yeah, it's not great, is it? I think what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of continue this whole oak plankage thing all around underneath the staircase. At least then everything will be uniform. And then we can sort of decorate things from there, I guess. Alrighty, my friends. Are you ready to see what I've done to the area? Here it is. We got a little bit of a thing going on. We got a little bit of an entrance roof type thing here. And then we've got ourselves a whole bunch of planks. And yeah, it might be a bit of an eyesore, it all being one material. But there are some things I think we can do to make this look far better. For example, we have ourselves these little areas here. I was thinking, what better idea than to put some little waterfalls in here, some little water features. I think that'd be quite a nice idea. So if I was to... Oh. Aha. Right. Okay, right. So that means that the water sources will have to start from a block beneath. But no worries, that's totally fine. We can work with it, my friends. The water will simply, I don't know, just sort of drip down into this hole here. And then we can decorate around it, I guess. So here we are with the water bucket. It can go right there. We need to grab ourselves some more because, of course, it's 2 blocks wide. And then, as I said, we could go ahead and just sort of decorate this a little bit. Maybe we could have ourselves, I don't know, some little logs here and there. We could have ourselves some slabberoos, maybe some stairs even, something like this. Although, maybe instead of oak, we could use cobble instead because, you know, there's quite a lot of wood going on around here. And we do have cobblestone as an accent material in here. So we might as well go ahead and replicate that same block pattern outside. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of this, a little bit of this. Then we could grab ourselves some little flower pots from my newly organised decorative items chest of epicness. We can pop on out here, chuck those on there, and then we can grab out our little saplings and put them on there like that. There we are. That's quite nice, isn't it? Guess who doesn't have enough clay bricks for flower pots, though? Oh, no. All right, it is nighttime. We were mentioning we wanted to do a little bit of a mob rampage, see if we can't grab ourselves a bunch of bones. Maybe we could use this night also to grab ourselves a bunch of clay for some more flower pots. Yeah. Oh, good grief, hello. Was not expecting these today. Hello, pillager kind. How's it going? Get out of here. All right, skelly butts, your time has come. Your numbers are about to get significantly slashed. Get out of here. Ah, you think you're all that because you got chain armor, huh? What an embarrassment you are there, sir. Ah, yeah. Operation Slap is well underway. We're up to 16 bones now. It started raining, so I no longer can tell how much of the night we have left. But, oh well, it's all good. Slap, 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 and slap. Hey, buddies, how's it going? Dead. Ah, I'm not even giving you an opportunity to respond there, buds. Get out of here. Alright, 1 night of skeleton slappage under the belt. We have 32 bones. And now for a little bit of clay for you, boy. And just like that, 4 stacks of clay balls. Let's get ourselves in here. Let's get ourselves these things smelted up. And in the meantime, we can probably start going ham with this bone meal here. Get some decorating done. Alright, so check it out, my friends. Bit of a progress update with the entrance to the storage cove. Definitely looking a lot better than it did before. We now have a couple of windows at the sides with some little lanterns. We've got a little bit of greenery up at the top there to fill in that space. And, yeah, it's looking pretty good, if not a little bit sort of brown, maybe overpoweringly so. Maybe we need to add in some more greenery, maybe some more greys with the cobblestone. I'm not entirely sure just yet. I think what I'd like to figure out is maybe some decorations for the inner walls here. And then, of course, some form of decoration for the grass here. Maybe just a little mini custom tree or two or something. I mean, I don't think we need to go too extravagant with this. Just, you know, maybe it's a case of less is more around here. So here we go, folks. Another progress update. We've got ourselves a bit of a wall design going on here. I'm not 100% sure if I like it or not. We've got ourselves some cobblestone. We've got ourselves some stairs and wood. And we've made ourselves a bit of a checkerboard pattern while alternating the stairs. I don't know. I thought it was an interesting pattern, but I'm not entirely sure that it really goes with the area. Maybe it's something I'll grow to love as we go along. Ah, what? These guys again? Ah, alright, let's go see what bad omen bottle we can get here. What is going on, though? Why are you guys spawning in increasing numbers? Go on, get out of here, son. Right, and you. Yeah, go on. Alright, what do we get there? Bad omen 2 again. Alright, cool. Oh, good grief. They're thunderclouds, aren't they? Oh, boy. Right, we should probably get ourselves into bed real quick. I know we've got lightning rods all around the place, but... Oh! Yep, okay, that's cool. I'm going to go to sleep real quick. And then what we're going to do is we're going to try and figure out this little custom tree situation. I think what we're going to do, to have it, like, perfectly in the center of the area here, we would have to have, like, a 2x2 stalk. But by having a 2x2 stalk, it might wind up being too big of a tree. I just wanted like a nice basic 3x3 tree with a 1x1 stalk in the middle. Kind of similar to the design that I usually go for. So what if I was to go ahead and place it down, I don't know, let's say here. This is going to act as the sort of holder, the trough in which the tree sits, I guess. If we were to go ahead and add in some leaves, we can make it look like there's some mulch in the floor, which is awesome. And now what we could do is we could start adding in the little branch type things. And then very, very simply, all we're going to do is we're just going to surround the fences with leaves. And it's going to be a very nice little custom tree as a result. Although, maybe just to add a little bit more of an interesting shape to this thing, we could maybe just sort of shave off some random leaves here and there. I mean, we don't need to have, like, the full square, do we? So here we are with one of our custom trees. Typical little 3x3 mini design here. I think looks pretty good. And now, just got to replicate it on this side as well. And then I think what we'll do, very, very simply, is just, I don't know, bone meal the floor. Maybe grab ourselves some of the new foliage bits. You know, the bushes and the firefly bushes and all that kind of stuff. And then we'll have this thing in the bag. And just like that, my friends, we have 2 custom trees out front here. Dude, I'm loving this. This is just brilliant. All right, so now to do one of my favorite things, which is just bone mealing the floor. I think what we'll do, just to make this place look a little bit more sort of upkept, is we're going to get rid of the double tall grass. And then, as I mentioned earlier, we'll bring in some of the new foliage bits and we'll add a bit of variety around here. So here we go. Little bushes strewn all across the place here. Don't need to go too mad with them. Maybe 4 or 5 per side. And that will do the job quite nicely, I think. Firefly bushes, we'll have ourselves maybe a couple on each side. We don't need to go too mad with them, because you only really need one to start the whole particle effect thing, don't you? So, yeah, that's looking pretty good. Do we want to have some random bushes on the ground, as in, like, the leaves? I don't think we need them, if we're being honest. I think we're looking pretty good. Do you know what? This is looking really quite good, isn't it? Eh? Certainly a marked improvement compared to what we had at the start of the episode, eh? I think we can quite safely call this area complete. I think the only other thing I might want to do is add some lighting to the area. Yeah, we've got ourselves these here redstone lamps, but on the inside here, I feel like we could do with maybe a bit of glowstone. I don't know, maybe hidden inside the custom trees there. Oh, that might not be a bad idea, actually. Just means we'll have to pop into the nether real quick to grab ourselves some glowstone. What the? Well, I can't say I've seen that before. Moonwalking zombified piglins. That was not on my bingo card for today. Ah, perfect. It's becoming nighttime as well, so we can see what areas actually do need some light. So let's start off with some glowstone, as I was mentioning before. I think we'll just sort of put it down at the bottom here. Yeah, that's kind of nice. And yes, I'm well aware of the fact that my axe is on the cusp of breaking. Definitely need to do something about that before the episode's end. I don't particularly want it to go bye-bye because it's got efficiency 4 on it. And I quite like efficiency 4. So there we are. The whole area is now nicely lit up. And looking mighty darn fine, if I do say so myself. So there we go. That is one loose end tied up in our world now. And look at all the lovely firefly particles around here as well. Ah. I love them. I love them so much. The next and final loose end I want to tie up in today's episode is this here episode 1 house. We've got ourselves this nice tree here, which is very, very good. I am going to chop this one down, though, because it's just a little bit not tall enough, I guess. What we're going to do is we're going to replace this one with a birch tree, and then we will start going at it with the bone meal on the floor and bits of foliage. There we go. That's way more like it in terms of a decently tall tree. Right, now let's start adding in some random leaves and bushes. See if we can't make this area look a little bit more sort of integrated. We'll put that down there. We will then start going at it with some bone meal, nice and simple like. And now we could probably start going at it with some of these here leaf litters. Maybe we could have 3 there, a couple there, I don't know, maybe just like 1 there, couple there, and 1, let's say, there. We've got ourselves some wildflowers here. I think the first thing we need to do is put them on the floor and do a little bit of this. Yeah, now we can really start spreading these bad boys around. Add a little bit more colour to the area. We've got ourselves some ferns here. We could probably just slap a couple of these down. Firefly bushes. I think we will keep the firefly bushes next to the water sources because, realistically speaking, I feel like that makes sense. Although I say that, I placed some down next to the cove entrance over there. But then again, there were, you know, water sources over there as well. So maybe it doesn't matter too much. I don't know. Anyway, let's just get ourselves a couple of these here actual bush item thingies placed down, and then we shall be done. That's another little loose end taken care of. I mean, just look at this. Eh? Not a bad little view right there for our little episode 1 house. I think it looks really quite good. And the final odd job for today is to see if we can't repair this axe. We have but 1 diamond. We need to find ourselves a couple more. So down into the caves we go. Ah, yes, this dripstone cave. I don't believe we explored the whole thing. We got so far and then we just sort of turned back. Yeah, here we go. Heading into the unexplored areas now. So here's hoping, folks. Where you at, diamonds? I'm gonna find you. Aha! A diamond. Oh, 2 diamonds. That is actually bang on the amount I needed. Do we leave these things here and see if we can't fortune mine them a little bit later, or do we just pick them up now and say screw it? You know what? I am going to save them for fortune mining, so let's just do a little bit of a screenshot action here. So while we make our way back to base, how's about we do the comment of the day? For today's episode, that comes from Dragon G, who says, what if on one side of the shulker box sides, you had a gigantic map of the area instead of 27 spaces for shulker boxes? Realistically, you aren't gonna have 81 shulker boxes, so one side and an ender chest is enough. Do you know what? I completely agree. I love the idea of having a map wall side. I think that's actually excellent. We've got ourselves, what is it, a 5x3 area to have ourselves like a giant zoomed out map. And then maybe on the sides we can have like zoomed in maps. of, say, our settlement areas. We can have ourselves like a nice zoomed in map of this area here. So yeah, this side here can be for the shulker box wall with an ender chest on top of the crafting table there, and then on this side we can have ourselves like map walls. I mean, why not, right? That's such a good idea. Well suggested there, bud. Anyway, here we are. We got ourselves the axe. We have 25 levels, and I've got my little portable enchant setup right here. Maybe if I was to place this down and try to restrict the levels down to 24, maybe we can see if we can't, I don't know, combine these two axes together? Maybe we get some Unbreaking 3 on here? So, there we are. What are we going to get? Unbreaking 3. Right, I'm hoping that I can restrict the levels down to 24 and we still get Unbreaking 3. Oh, look at that. Dude, that's perfect. So then, say hello to the new longer-lasting efficiency 4 axe. Yeah, I love me a little bit of upgradage. Brilliant. Alright, so that is going to wrap it up for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed today's episode, of course you're excited to see more, be sure to drop a like. I'd really appreciate it. If we can keep it up with 1,000 likes per episode, that would be more than enough to tell me that you folks are still enjoying this series and want to continue seeing more. Right, hang on. We have a small army trying to roll in on us here. There we are. But yeah, drop a like if you've enjoyed today's episode. Subscribe so you don't miss out on my future content. And real quick at the end here, if you guys are interested in checking it out, I uploaded my first episode of a brand new vintage story Let's Play. And the best way I can describe that game is think Minecraft, but far, far more advanced and with a heavier focus on survival. If that sounds like a cup of tea, check out the link on screen. For now though, my friends, thank you so much for watching. Do have yourselves a fantastic rest of your day. Thanks for all of your lovely support and patience. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you folks in the next episode. Bye-bye for now.